Good morning, Ms. Harris.
Morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. An undercover officer located an ad on a popular escort site and texted a phone number that was listed in the ad. The officer engaged in a brief FaceTime screening with the defendant where she agreed to straight sex for $220, and the officer provided the defendant with a room number. The officer waited for the defendant to arrive, and when she did, the two again agreed for straight sex for the previously agreed upon price.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to engage in like behavior. Do you understand? If you do, you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Can I give you an appointed lawyer today? Okay. I need you to fill out an application for me. We'll have you fill it out. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until we find you a lawyer though. Okay, ma'am? Okay, please.
All right, Judge, next is page 14, Solis Martinez.
Take sunglasses off your head. Put them stuff like
Alex, can you file conditions on that other
Yes,
case?
Judge.
Is it Fernanda Solis Martinez?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On November 19th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a family disturbance. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, who stated that he and the defendant, his sister, got into a verbal argument that turned physical. Both parties admitted to striking one another, and the defendant walked over to the complainant's computer and began hitting the computer monitor with a PS5 controller, causing damage. The officer observed the monitor to be shattered, and there was also damage to the headset and controller. The complainant estimates the cost of damage to be $1,120.
Okay, Ms. Solis, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 22.
Are you here with anyone today?
I'm
Are
sorry.
you here with anyone today? What do you do for a living?
A student in Memorial Herman.
Do you have any kind of income whatsoever?
I would say I make about 1,000 a year, 1,000 a week.
All right, would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna have you fill out an application with Stephen. We need to work and we need to figure out what we're gonna do, because typically in these types of cases, I bar you from having contact with the complaining witness in this case, meaning that you're not allowed to have contact with your brother.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know where you live. I don't know if you live with him. So what I'm gonna, don't say anything now. I have a bunch of DAs here. What you say could hurt you. I'll appoint you a lawyer today, but we need to find out the family dynamic, because if you pick up a new case, you start acting a fool in the free world, I'm gonna take the free world away from you and I'm gonna put you in jail and I'm gonna make your bond high. And you have to understand that if you don't have anyone that's gonna post your bond, you will sit there in jail until this case is over with. And I'm gonna tell you, it takes about 9 months just to get a 911 tape, and all that you're working for, all that schooling to become a nurse, where does it go? Right. So we'll figure out that here momentarily. So do not leave until we let you go though, okay? Stephen's gonna give you the application. I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box, ma'am. Please.
Page 17, Woods, come on up.
File conditions now.
Okay.
We'll wait after we get the lawyers figured out.
Contact.
Yeah, no contact, no weapons.
Yes, Judge.
And we'll see what we do here momentarily after she gets a lawyer.
Okay.
Did you say what?
Woods. Burrows? We have two to check in.
Oh my God, Woods picked up another case. I've got Miss Woe here.
Okay. we can start on that one. Song on page 14.
Good morning, Miss Woe.
Good morning, Judge.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
If you'd be so kind as to help me with translating for Miss Song here.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are Awa Song?
你是宋小姐吗
对，
？Yes，
Ma'am, you're charged with prostitution.
你被指控卖淫，
You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
如果定罪的话，你要坐牢6个月，
We are going
罚
to do
款是
probable.
1000。
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor。
We are going to do probable cause.
现在就宣读被逮捕的报告，
You have the right to remain silent.
有
Anything
权利
you say-
保持沉默。
anything you say can and will be used against you.
你所说的一切都可能用来对抗你的证据，
So you know, your lawyer is here with us on Zoom.
那你的律师在视频上帮你。
Okay, so go ahead, but go slow, please. Okay.
The officer conducted a search on bedpage.com.
检查到那个店里边
The officer,
调查，
the officer observed several nude photos and a phone number.
检查了在网上看到好几个照片，
The officer made contact with the defendant over the phone.
警察就用电话跟你联络，
The officer and defendant agreed to meet at a hotel.
检察跟你决定就是到旅馆去碰面，
The officer and defendant agreed to $400 for straight sex.
检察跟你跟被告达成协议，如果做提供性交服务，收费是$400。
The officer handed the defendant the money and defendant was detained.
检察就交给你钱，你就收了。
I will find probable cause exists to go forward.
我认为你被这份指控是有根据理由的。
I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in the same behavior.
我现在下达保释金的条件，你不能够再做这种事。
If you pick up a new case,
如果你又再犯法的话，
if you do not remain in contact with your lawyer,
如果你不跟你的律师联络的话，
I will revoke your bond.
那么我就取消你这个保释金，
Just do not pick up any new cases.
就是不要再犯法。
You understand?
你明白吗 ？Yes，
We are going to reset your case to give you time to work this case with your lawyer.
我现在在定日期，让你有一点时间跟你的律师一起商讨怎么样去解决这个案子。Yes，、
Do you mind filing conditions on this case?
Yes, Judge.
We will have you sign these conditions.
那你要在保释金条件上签名。
we will have you sign your reset, and then after that, you're free to go.
然后在那个另定日期的文件上签名，那你就可以离开法庭了。
Okay? All right, please.
Yes,
Mr.
thank
Moody,
you.
we need